You actually really want to name your baby Paola.
You're right on that assumption. And the winner, 8.2008.
Good question. Good assumption.
On my head.
I know, it's fine.
Get it off! Oh, I feel it!
You can find good in everything.
Okay, guys,
Chicken.
it's happening.
Oh, assumptions. You guys, some of you are
guys-
so rude.
I'm amazed at some of the things you guys said and blown away.
Well, like,
If this bird bites me, he's
he doesn't
done.
bite, he loves you.
No, he's done if he bites.
Oh, he's like...
If he comes at me, he's done.
Okay, let's just jump right into it. A lot of them are the same. We cannot read all of them because I have over 100 and I have 300.
We asked you guys these questions on our individual Instagrams. And so we're gonna kind of take turns. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's an easy one from Miss Kiefer. You guys were forced into Mormonism. No.
First of all, it's not even called that. It's called the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So I'm gonna correct that whenever you guys commented that because it's not even something that...
I was born into the church. My parents were already members of this church, but at any point I have the choice to not be a member of this church.
Right. I mean, tomorrow we could choose not to be.
No
one's forcing us to do this. In fact, I chose to do it at 19 on my own, and I would not change that decision for 1 second in my life. It's brought me so much peace, so much comfort, so much joy. Like, answers some of the hardest questions that people have in life. Who are you? Where do you come from? Why are we here? Those are important questions to me, and I feel like I get answers to those and feel fulfilled in the gospel, and I love it. So,
and I think it makes a lot of harmony in our marriage that we are the same religion. It helps a lot. I think that would be really hard to have two parents different religions. Okay, April, you're up.
There's an assumption here. It says once the baby comes, you will not have any more exchange students.
Who said it?
So sad. Jessica, open. That is really a sad thought. So the fact that I get sad even hearing it makes me think that, like, even if we didn't do one next year, it wouldn't be our last by any means.
Yeah, we definitely have had great experiences and will do it again.
Yeah.
So that's not off the table at all. The more the merrier. Party. I tell April I've got a bus now, so we could like host 30 exchange students.
If we had room in our house. Which,
yes, that does limit that though.
However, we have been talking about how we might take just next year off because I'm due in October and we would be getting a student in like August, and it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of driving around. It's a lot of like meetings and that with the newborn I feel like would just be too much on my plate. So, but then the next year after that, absolutely I would consider it again. So even if we took 1 year off, like I said, it would not be the end.
Bird obviously likes me
Your
better,
turn.
so
he likes
just
boys
leave
because
him
he
on
was
my
raised by a
shoulder.
boy. But watch this. He's getting so good at letting me pet him. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, he would not let us do that at first.
He's so cute.
Starting to like it, kind of. Here's a assumption for sure by Kaysel11. I assume that April's parents are disliked and that's why they aren't in any social media.
I don't even know why they would say that. That just means that you don't watch very many of our vlogs because my mom's in a lot of our vlogs and I go visit my dad a lot in the vlogs.
Well, and your dad has an Instagram account,
It's
which you
the
have promoted.
One-armed quilter. And you guys, my dad is amazing. He has learned this new skill so late in his life because of the cards he was dealt when he got hit on the freeway in a rollover accident. It was a horrible, horrible accident. He was in the hospital for months, life-flighted. I mean, it was the worst accident you could possibly live through, and he has walked away with a paralyzed left arm, which left him unemployed because he used his hands. He was an engineer, he fixed things. So he learned how to quilt with one arm on a one-armed quilting machine, and it's such an inspiring story. Go check out his Instagram and give him some love. We'll put a link below because we love all of our parents. And guess what? I have a stepmom and a stepdad, and I love them so much also. So no truth to that assumption.
Good one though. Okay.
This one says, you wish Paola could stay for another year. Absolutely.
Who said it?
Emmy a winner.
This bird is so loud.
Emma winner, 8.2008. This one's really good. I'm gonna do two because that one was really easy. I don't comment often from KDB10. I don't comment often, but I assume that your last name gets mispronounced all the time. And I don't know why, I just think that. Love you guys. You're right. In fact, I mispronounce it all the time. I don't even know how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce it?
Well, there's the lazy way to say it, Orgill.
Orgill.
Or Orgill.
Orgill.
Davey
It's
Orgill.
the ugliest last name. I'm sorry. It almost was a deal breaker for us.
Well, I had to convince April whenever we're picking out kids' names that you can't see if it sounds good with Orgill because none of them do. No names.
Okay, nothing sounds good with it because it's so ugly, but there's things that sound even worse, like Porter Orgill. Hard pass. April Orgill, hard pass. Except for that's my name.
Okay, take it easy.
But if you say Orgill or Orgill or Orgill, it sounds a little bit better. It sounds a little prettier. But they say Orgill, and I try to say Orgill, and I really don't know how to pronounce it because no one even in the family can agree. So you're right on that assumption.
You got one?
Lynn 24. You don't understand basic care needed for a growing fetus, like you're not supposed to eat sushi. First of all, judgy judge. Second of all, I'm pretty sure I understand how to grow a fetus because this is the 6th one I've grown and I've done a pretty dang good job of it. My kids are super healthy.
I assume you've
Who
never
says
grown
I'm
a
eating
fetus.
raw sushi? Just because I go to a sushi place does not mean that I'm eating raw sushi. And even if I did, it wouldn't be any of your business. But I could choose to get like the cooked fish on it or the tempura shrimp, which I do. And you know what? I wouldn't even judge a pregnant woman if she did eat sushi because there is a very rare chance of that bacteria even being in there. My doctor's like, it's a calculated risk. If you wanted to take the risk,
April
you could.
grows fetuses very
And I know how to grow a fetus, so that's a ridiculous assumption.
Amber Rockwood, moving right along. When I first started watching, I assumed you adopted some of your kids. Love you guys. Some people might think that because we have some flaming redheads and some blondes, and we got a good mixture of kids. And
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure I would remember if I didn't have those.
I'm pretty sure we did
births.
not adopt any of them.
In fact, we have all of the births filmed, so I have evidence.
Oh, Becky,
But
so-
I mean, I would love to adopt one day because I think adoption is fantastic and such a blessing to everyone involved, and it's beautiful. So I love adoption. My turn. You
Yeah.
only want girl exchange students from Hannah Trausich. I don't know how to say your last name, but no, that's not true either. We've only done 3, and yes, they were all girls, but we actually talked about in the future when Zade's in high school, I think it would be super fun to do.
There's a lot more girls that do exchange.
Yeah.
There's a lot more common, but it's just we pray about it and we just pick the ones that are supposed to come to our family, and these are the 3 so far that have been supposed to come to our family.
That's a true story. All right.
Okay, my turn. Megan Duchild, you want Paula to stay forever?
Yes.
Yes, but her parents would be sad, so kind of yes and no.
Here's one that Zade will be the most disappointed about Paola leaving. I don't know if that's true. I feel like we'll all be so sad. But there's another assumption in here that said, I can't remember who said it, and I don't even know if I can find it, but I remember reading it and it said something like, you've already forgotten about your other exchange students, and as soon as Paola leaves, you'll forget about her too, and you'll never visit any of them. And I was like, bam, we already have plane tickets to go visit all 3 of them because we love all 3 of them so much. So that's a myth. That's not a true assumption.
We have our, okay, Ryan Summer. I assume April is more of the bad cop and Davey is the good cop. April tries to make me be the bad cop sometimes, but inevitably
I'm all bad cop.
she ends
Your
up
turn.
being the bad cop.
Cause yeah, I mean, I'm more of a rule follower and Dave's kind of like, eh. But when you're being parents, you have to be on the same page and you have to be consistent, and you can't let kids like break a rule and not have a consequence, or you have complete chaos in your house. We've learned that the hard way. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So we're on the same team.
Same
Like
team,
we both
same
agree with
page.
each other, but usually I'm the one that kind of like realizes what rule has been broken first and like points it out, which I could be better at that and be more nice, but good assumption. You don't like punishing your kids, from Landon. No one likes punishing their kids. I mean, you shouldn't. It sucks. It's more sad to me that like they misbehaved or broke rules that I have to. I'm like, dang it. Like I love them so much and I feel bad that they made a bad choice. and it just sucks. Yeah, but you have to do it. If you don't do it, like, that's not how the world works. If your kids don't get disciplined at home, when they leave home, they're gonna end up in jail because they're gonna think they can do whatever they want and have no consequences. That's not how things work. So you have to teach them. It's your responsibility.
It's true. I assume by clearly adding, you guys spoil your kids. It's hard to find the right line in giving your kids, you know, more than what you had as a kid, but still making them work for things. I think they definitely are more privileged than I was as a kid. We both grew up super poor, and we get to do a lot of fun things because we're on YouTube. We get to go to fun conventions. Companies send us free toys. We still do our best to make them earn things. They don't have unlimited supplies of money, obviously. Anything they spend, they have to earn it, and we have their own bank accounts.
Yeah, we keep track of things like that. Like, they do earn money for the things that they do around the, like, extra chores, and like if we do videos that they have to work really hard and like they get paid, but then we expect them to pay for their things also.
So I mean, depending on what your definition of spoiled is, yes, they have things and they have a good life, but we are still trying to teach them our good principles. So
yeah. Okay, here's one from Donna Rose 12. She says, I assume Paola isn't your religion and is able to go to her religion services if they have them. You're right. Paola is Catholic. She's not a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but because on the exchange process they expect the children that are going to new families to act in the same way that everyone else in that family does. She knew before she came here that she was expected to be a part of our family, meaning if our family goes to a different religion than she is, then that's the one that she goes to. If she asked to go to a special service at the Catholic Church, we could definitely drive her and make an exception. We wouldn't even mind doing that at all. But she's never ever had a problem with it or even mentioned it or even cared.
I don't know if she was that active in the Catholic Church at home.
I think she went
they went on like
regularly.
holidays and stuff.
No, she said that they went regularly. Yeah, so
but,
she was.
I mean, the main thing is they are getting the full cultural experience.
Yeah.
Like, say she was going to an Amish family, she would be going to church with an Amish family. She would be getting that cultural
It's not
experience.
even like something that we have enforced. It is in the guidelines for the Aspect Foundation.
To get the full culture experience and be with the family.
They're
go
expected
to
to do everything our children are. So if we have our children doing lots of chores, she's expected to do lots of chores also. I would expect my teenager to babysit. She is expected to babysit. Like, she does it. She's a good kid. She does it without complaint. But it's just kind of how things work with the exchange program that we're with. So.
Okay, there's been a few comments about this. Ella Stanifer says that you actually really want to name your baby Paola.
No,
No.
that's the worst.
That's the worst name. Maybe we'll name a hamster that or something, but a baby Paola? No, too
Someone
many
on
Lo's.
mine said that too, that the baby's going to have 2 middle names. You're going to surprise Paola with one being Paola. That's not happening, you guys. We might like one day get like a hamster and name it Paolo, but no, we're not naming the baby Paolo. She made that up to be funny. I do wish I could actually adopt Paola. Lauren Price 11.
I assume by Luca Radulaskul, I assume that you don't know each other's password.
I actually do know Davey's password and he knows my password.
Actually, neither of us know each other's password, but we saved them on LastPass, which we both have access
That's
to.
not true. I know your password.
She knows my password.
You don't know my password?
Just to get into your phone?
Yeah,
I know.
absolutely. Actually, there is not a single account that either one of us owns that we could not
Both of us
get
can
into.
access at any time.
We don't have separate bank accounts. Like, we do everything as a team, and we've done it from day one, and I think it's the
I think that's the
best.
right way to do it.
Absolutely.
Like, some people will like join
Yeah, full trust.
Facebook accounts and have one account for the spouse. I think that's weird. 'Cause
But I
you
just
don't- you
have
don't know
his
who you're
Facebook
talking to.
password.
Yeah,
So,
we
like,
don't know who you're talking to. So I think just have each other's passwords,
Yeah.
full access, no problems. So good
Get
question.
the bird
Good
poop on my
assumption.
head.
I know it's fine.
Get it off! Help me!
You have bat poop at the bat cave.
Will you help me?
Let me get a napkin or something.
Oh, I feel it!
It matches very well with your
Get
hair.
it out!
You we wanted to have the bird in this video.
Oh, I get
It came out pretty clean.
juice.
Okay.
Aubrey Ryland 12. I think I already asked one for you. You won't let Zade have a phone because your religion is against it.
Thou shalt not have an iPhone.
He has a phone. We read Mindy McKnight's book called Viral Parenting, and it's fantastic. We followed the guidelines in that book. We feel very confident. He signed the contract. We both read through the contract. In fact, Zade even read the book, and things are going pretty good.
Yes, so
Yeah.
Zade has a phone. Congratulations, Zade.
Yeah, so your assumption was wrong. Susan Stover 22. I assume that your engagement video is the cutest and sweetest I've ever seen. You are so sweet. Thank you.
That's a good
That's just
assumption.
cute.
That's true. That is the truth. What you wearing, X? Take it easy, bird. That you won't be encouraging your kids to get real jobs, knowing they can make thousands on YouTube.
You know what? That's actually wrong,
let's
because
just take
I
it
talk
easy.
to my kids about this often, actually. This is exactly what I tell my kids. I don't care what job you pick. I'm not going to do your homework for you. I'm not going to make you get into a certain college. I'm going to let you choose to do any job in the world you want. If you choose to do the YouTube thing, that's fine, but you're gonna have to learn how to do it on your own. If you choose to be a doctor or a lawyer, that's awesome. Do whatever you want. But the only requirement is I said that you need to be happy with what you pick.
It's something you can be passionate about.
If my kid, and I'm like, you don't even have to be wealthy. I have had this mentality our entire marriage, my entire life. You cannot be happy because of money. Like, money will not make you happy. If you are doing a job that makes you a lot of money and you're miserable doing it, you will not be happy, even though you have tons of money. So my whole theory, our teamwork that we've always done is like, we're going to put God first, then our family, and then whatever we're doing to earn money, we need to enjoy it. I enjoyed serving tables for 4 years while I was in hair school, and then I enjoyed doing hair for a long time. I still enjoy those things, but like, I enjoy what we're doing now too. You kind of just grow and evolve. And I would never tell my kids that they had to do a certain job, because they need to find their true passion.
And as far as real job goes,
Oh yes, here we go on that whole thing.
I don't think, unless you're doing it, people really understand everything that goes into being on social media. Bloggers, vloggers, anything, so much work goes into it. It's not pick up the camera for 10 minutes a day. It's editing, it's SEO. There's so many different aspects of it.
And it is actually a real job.
It is
Come find
a
out.
real job. We love it. We wouldn't trade it for anything. And on top of that, it's probably the most competitive market to get into right now, because 9 out of 10 kids want to be a YouTuber. So it is the hardest thing to succeed at right now.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants to do it. So it's not easy, but if our kids want to do it, we're going to support them in it, and they have the pathway paid for.
And if you feel like it is easy, I totally encourage and invite you to do it for a few years, and then come back and tell me what you think after you've done it for a few years, and tell me how much money you made doing it. Because most of the time, it takes years and years of hard work. Working more hours than you would at a regular job, and you usually have to have another regular job. You get paid nothing
in the beginning.
Also, so you're working like 2 full-time jobs for years. Some people like 5 years. Some people.
Which, like I said, we're not complaining about it, but I think you need to give being a YouTuber, social media influencer, due respect that it deserves.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So thank you. Good assumption. Good assumption. Emma Davidson Dancer says, why did Evie decide to do ballet? It's in her blood. She is a ballerina. We couldn't make her
not do ballet.
She watched that movie a lot, Leap, and I don't know. She's just so graceful with everything. She loves it. She's so stinking cute. So, but that was a question. That wasn't even an assumption.
RB Dawn says, I assume that April and Davey never fight.
You're right.
No. Oh, please. We've been married 15 years.
We were fighting when we were boyfriend.
We were fighting when we were not even boyfriend girlfriends. Okay, we've been fighting for a long time. You have to know the rules of fighting, you guys. There's rules to fighting. You have to be respectful. Yes, one of the rules is you don't say you always, you never. you say how you're feeling. Like, you need to be respectful and you need to have compromise. And like I said, if you're putting God at the top of your relationship and then each other, your family, usually you can come to a compromise pretty dang quick.
And I
That's
feel
been our
like
secret sauce.
it's a super key to focus, to try to forget the negative things or the things you don't like or the fights, and focus on the good things of that person or what made you fall in love with them. Like, focus on those.
And I remember at that marriage retreat we did, he said, your current thoughts can actually change your memories of the past. What you're focusing on can actually like mutate your, like, he's like, people come into my office all the time, this marriage counselor, and they have no idea why they ever loved each other and they cannot remember why. But then they start remembering why and their relationship starts getting better. So focus on the good.
Find good in everything.
Yes, that's why we say that, you guys.
Okay,
It's
guys,
so true.
we could have a couple more. There's so many good ones. We might have to do like a part 2 eventually
And
with
there's
this.
so many of you that were so nice, just saying like you're great parents, and oh, you guys are the best. Thank you to everyone that commented on Instagram.
We're gonna do one more each, and then maybe we'll have to do a part 2 or something because there's so many good ones
Sharice
here.
88, you'll have another baby after Frankie. Stop it. There's someone else in here that said that you hate being pregnant. You were right. I hate it. It hurts me so much. I threw up 11 times.
Earlier I read that, I don't know who said it, but somebody said that I was gonna get some surgery done after this baby is born. That's probably true.
I love you, Perry. You're so cute.
Okay, last one from me.
Did anyone assume that Perry's my favorite pet because they would be right? I love him. He's my favorite.
Vassarina, none of the kids got Davey's nose in their jeans somehow. Like, it's a bad
Actually,
thing, or is it a good thing?
I love Davey's nose, and I'm so glad that a couple of our kids do have it. Can you guess who?
I think Zade does.
Zade has my nose.
Daisy?
Mm-hmm.
Zade does it? I think Zade does.
Me,
You do.
I don't think so. He has my nose. Ender and Daisy have your nose. Zade, Evie, and Ambree have my nose.
Okay, last one, April.
A lot of people asking if Zade has a girlfriend. No. A lot of people saying you can't wait till the baby's here. Yes. Emma K 2006 says, I assume that you are very protective parents, love your family. I would say that's true. I don't feel like we're overprotective. I feel like we are trying our very best to balance the scale of like being protective and making sure that our kids are safe and taken care of, but also letting them have enough freedom to where they make their own mistakes and let them fail and let them have some like responsibilities so that they can get confidence. So I feel like it's a balancing act, and if you fall too far to either side, you're in trouble. But I feel like we do a good job.
Guys, we're gonna end it there. Thanks for watching. This was a fun video. We might have to do another one of these in the future. It's kind of like a Q&A, but it's assumptions. So thank you for watching, and don't
I was gonna
forget,
look for more.
always find good in everything.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Perry, say bye.
Bye-bye.
He did. He said bye.